Good afternoon, super friends, and welcome to the Monday, June 1st edition of the Sacred News and Weather. We are officially at the end of Maycember, as I like to call it, and I missed you all yesterday because I was doing 17,643 things. Um, Hosting a church service, going to a choir concert. It's been endless. The month of May is endless. And now we're in June, and I think this first week of June is equally as crazy for me as May was. But then we are free, 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 free in its own way. It's very hot here today. It's like 80 some odd degrees here in my bedroom, and I swear I was just wearing a sweater like 2 days ago. It was really cold. So Bay Area, that's what happens. And I'm still getting used to seeing myself with this hairdo, but that's a story for another time. Probably by the time I'm adjusted to it, it will have grown out and it'll look completely different. So much fear when I tapped into the energy of the collective today. It was almost heartbreaking. Like it took my breath away feeling into the fear. And I don't know if it's one particular energy or a group in the collective with that fear, but it almost felt like paralysis. Like I can't move. I am so filled with fear. I'm going to give you my little preamble. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and know that these messages are timeless. So, whether you're tuning in real time or at a later date, there's likely going to be something here for you. But if there isn't, go ahead and turn me off. There's more below. There will be more to come. Back to the fear. So much fear. It took my breath away. And the fear, like, literally registered in my body as I am going to die. Like it felt like I am so afraid that I feel like I might die. And I stayed with it for a little bit because I was like, what is this about? And it's going to be different for all of you. And for some of you, it is like fear of it's, I mean, for all of you who are experiencing this kind of fear or have moments of paralysis from fear in your body, it feels directly related to change, to being afraid of a very specific change. And the change feels related to a very specific desire. So we talked about desire last week, and it feels like you know what you want. It almost makes me want to cry. Like right now, I'm feeling this big welling of emotion. It's like you know exactly what you want, and you're not letting yourself have it. And I keep hearing also what you want wants you. Why are you denying yourself the very thing that you desire? Because I can see if you follow that desire all the way out, it is going to be so beautiful. And there's this feeling of almost being afraid of the beauty, as if this beauty way, as if this beauty life, as if this beauty thread of energy, this beauty pathway that you know in your bones. It feels like you already know this pathway. It's like you know the job you want, you know the person you want, you know where you want to move, you know who you want to be with, you know what you want to do, you know what you want to create, but you're like, "Ugh," like I can't breathe because you know how good it can be. And there's the fear feels like I know how good it can be, but what if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't last? What if I spiral all the way into all of the negative things and I end up dying? Like it really feels like I want this so badly, but I'm afraid it's going to kill me. I'm afraid I'm going to die, or I'm afraid if I get it and then I lose it or something doesn't work out, I'm literally going to die. The fear that I feel in my body when I feel into that negative what if, like literally feels like death. Like it might kill me. I might die. If I get this and I can't hold on to it, or if I get this or I do this and it doesn't work out, I might die. And so you're keeping yourself in this very narrow, very small, very tight box, and it's painful here. I'm like, why? Why would anyone do this to themselves? Now, I want to show you, I want to tell you a little bit about what I saw. Like, if the feeling is like I can see this pathway, I can see this golden pathway. And by the way, you are not going to die at the end. I mean, we're all going to die at the end, but this pathway, you actually do get what you want. And I'll repeat again what I said last week, or maybe it was on Saturday. I can't remember when I delivered the message, but the worst thing that can possibly happen if you choose to follow your desire all the way through and you get to where you thought you wanted to go, and that isn't the place, then you get to choose again. Like that is the worst outcome. The worst case scenario here is that you get there and you realize, "Oh, this isn't actually what I wanted." And you get to choose again. You don't die. You don't die if you take this pathway. You just get to choose again. And what I'm hearing is, but what if it feels like dying? Like what if having to choose again when you think you know your path feels like dying? And I just saw like Taurian, like Taurus energy that I am going to root in and be so stubborn about staying so small because I'm terrified of change. I'm terrified of the change. I'm terrified of losing. And so I'd rather stay in this very tight energy, this like suffocating energy, and the feeling is it's not so bad, it's not so bad here, at least I can control what I have here. And it feels very much about control, and it may not be bad where you are, but oh my goddess, it's so beautiful over here. It's like I don't know, the feeling is the path, your golden pathway, the pathway that your desire wants to lead you on is like, I don't know, the Garden of Eden. It's lush, it's verdant, it's green, it's like kind of sexy over here too. It's like everything opens up. It's like if you choose to follow your heart's desire, everything opens up. You're not going to die. But over here, you think you are. And what I keep seeing is, and this is where I was going a minute ago when I got distracted, like the feeling in your body is if I take these steps, like I'm going to go off a cliff. I'm going to go off a cliff and I'm going to die. Or if I take these steps, I'm going to like drop deep into the unknown. It's like there's this drop off. But what I see is it's almost like a movie set. It's like the movie that you've created in your mind where it looks like you're going to drop off a cliff into a bottomless canyon, but there are like little mats underneath, and it's kind of like a green screen scenario where like the pit that you're, or the cavern that you're going to jump into actually lands in like these big floofy blue, I'm seeing the gymnastic mats from my daughter's gym. You're just going to go poof, and just like soft landing if you leap. If you leap in this direction here, if you leap in this direction or go in this direction, it is the most beautiful, verdant, luscious pathway that I can possibly feel for you. There's imagery here too of the fear, like what I'm seeing is and this is not a great, this is how I know this is somebody else's vision and not mine. It's because I keep seeing like a surfer who's really loving riding the waves, but you just get taken down by them and you have to get up and do it again. And I am somebody who would like never go surfing. I have a deep respect for water, and I'm like, I will stay on top of it on a boat, in a boat, thank you very much. Or I will like maybe snorkel, but close to the boat. So I know this is somebody else's energy when I'm seeing the, like, it's like surfing. Like you just have to like go and do it, and you get the thrill if you do it. But part of allowing yourself to have that thrill is, yeah, you're going to get knocked down, but you're going to get back up again. You're not going to die. And if you love to surf, but you have the fear of dying all the time, you're not going to surf and you're never going to experience that joy of riding that wave. So that is for somebody very specific who actually does have joy riding a wave. That is not that is not going to be for everyone, is what I feel, because it's definitely not for me. I'm like, oh no, I'd rather like die over here. But that maybe that's part of the feeling, is also like I'd rather die over here than risk getting toppled by a wave. But what I'm seeing here so clearly is you are not going to die. You are not going to get toppled by a wave. You are going to like really launch yourself into this fertile and abundant, is another word. It's like some of you are really guarding your heart from love. Some of you are like really hesitating on making a move. For some of you, like I see like moving even like out of the country. Like I'm not, it's not a move down the street. It feels like an out of the country move. Like I can just see where the very thing that you are most afraid of is the very thing that is going to bring you the most joy, the most abundance, and more love than you ever thought possible. But you have to be able to take the leap. Let me see if I can get a feel for like what could help you make that leap. Yeah, and it's Dana's rote answer for everything we do here on the Sacred News and Weather, which is surrender and trust. The problem is that you think that you're in control. And when you think that you're in control, the part of you that's in control is your wounded ego. It is your wounding that is in control when you think you are in control. And your wounded ego, its whole design is to keep you safe, but its whole design is also to keep you small. And so if you can attune your wounded ego, attune your sacral chakra, attune your yesod up to your heart center. I feel like a broken record sometimes here. If you can attune to your heart center, this is your truth. And in your truth, if you can lean back and remember that you are not actually in charge, that you can take control and you can live very small, or you can surrender to spirit, you can surrender to mother, you can surrender to the divine, you can surrender to whatever your word is for the higher power that is outside of, well, it's inside of you, but that is not your controlling, your egoic controlling, your fear controlling the show. If you can release your fear and surrender to the grace of God, Goddess, if you can surrender to the grace of your highest self that knows what is here for you on this most abundant and most fertile pathway, if you can surrender and trust a little bit, there is so much waiting for you here. So much more than this feeling of I'm going to die, than this feeling of I'm in like physical pain. Some of you are in physical pain because you're not allowing yourself to step fully in to what is being offered to you. You have this beautiful idea, you have this beautiful love, you have this beautiful job offer, you have this beautiful vision for your life and what it could be. And you like, I can feel you holding it. I can feel you holding it just outside of yourself and fearing that if you choose it, you're going to die. When in truth, you are going to die here, very small, very compressed. I literally can't breathe here. And here is your full expansion. So go ahead and choose it. Be brave. The worst thing that can happen is that you get to choose again, not have to, get to. You get to choose again. If you are someone who has suffered great loss in your life, if you're someone who has not had a lot of evidence in the bank that good things last, I'm being told right now that this is it. This is, you've done your work. You've I'm hearing the word penance, but I don't really believe in that, but it might be coming from you. Like you've done your penance, but I don't love that word. So that's definitely not my word. It's definitely coming from somebody else. You've done your work, you've paid your dues, I mean, also hearing karma again, like this is not your karma. Your next karma is to choose delight, to choose abundance, to choose love, to choose something beautiful for yourself. It is right here. Don't choke on your fear. Don't let fear choke you out. It's right here. Grab it. It's yours. All right. That's what I have today. I love you all. I will see you tomorrow. Yes, I will see you tomorrow. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, hype, all the things. All the things. Come back and visit me. Bye bye.